guys, it's Katie here again from Bella Creativa, and today I'm doing the second page of my December daily. So to make my December daily, I'm using a set of SVG files. You can grab those in my Etsy store if you're interested in making this December daily. For page 2, I'm using this one file here. It's the page 2 file, so it's got these 3 little ornaments in it. It's got this bottom pocket of Christmas trees and this little tag pocket. And then I'm also using the file called base page, so I've just cut out this base page as well. So I've cut this out with my Cricut. The red piece underneath I've cut out of cardstock. I am using this cardstock here. It's 65 pound or 176 GSM, and this is letter size, so I can also run this through my printer if I would like to. For the green pieces here, I'm using cardstock. They're my, not cardstock, sorry, scrapbook paper. So these are my mats that go on top, and I am using this set of scrapbook paper here, which is available in my Etsy store as well if you'd like to use this, but of course you can use any set of Christmas paper that you would like, or any set of scrapbook paper you'd like. So I'm going to make my second page today. So I've cut these pieces out using my Cricut. You just need to remember to attach these lines that come on the pieces, you need to change them to score lines and attach them to the base piece, the red piece there. Otherwise it will cut the tab off for you, and we don't want that to happen. So I've cut out one base page, and that's this guy here, and it's just got that one fold here. So we're not going to do a traditional style of binding. I've just left this side available for you to bind it either into a scrapbook album, or we can do our own kind of binding, or you can use album rings. So I'm going to do the binding at the end. I'm making all my pages first. And then I've cut out the green pieces and out of my paper. So this is just quite a plain white one. You might be able to see it's just got a really faint little squiggly line through there, and that is also in this set of scrapbook papers. I haven't actually put it on here. It says 20 A4 pages. There's actually 21 because the white one comes as well, but I mean, how do you fit 21 on here? So you get the white one as well. Okay. And then I have also cut that skinny little mat, this skinny little mat here that just goes on this side of that score line. So let's just start by sticking like that on before it gets lost on my desk. So I'm going to just put some glue on here. This glue that I'm using is in Australia from Spotlight. It's just Crafter's Choice Craft Glue. I like it because it's easy to get hold of, really, and it does give you a little bit of wiggle room. It's pretty whiffy, smells a bit. Get high as a kite in my craft room. So I'm just going to pop that on here. I don't really notice it, but then my my fiance comes in to the room and he says, "Oh, it stinks in here," and that's when I notice. So then I'm going to put this mat on this side. So I'm just going to put some glue along here. So this December daily album I'm making is 16 pages. It's huge. I have designed lots of different SVG files for each page. Some things that I think you might like to do in your December daily. But because the pages are sort of loose leaf, you can choose to put some in. You could choose to put more than one of the same kind of page in. You might like to do more simple pages with just some pockets and things on. There's lots of different ways that you can put it together. I'm just showing you the suggested method, or the way that I designed it, and then you can add your creativity to that. Okay, I've got mats for the back of this one as well. So when you cut it out, don't forget to flip it over when you cut it out so that when you put your paper on, it doesn't change the direction, because you do have the little rounded corners here that obviously need to line up with the rounded corners when you flip the page over. So it's worth remembering that. If you're not using directional paper though, it doesn't matter. So these little Christmas tree pages were quite important to cut out the right way around, because I don't want upside down Christmas trees. So I'm just going to put some glue on my mat and put it down on the back side. This is a pretty simple page today. And I'm obviously doing this well before Christmas, so I'm not designing it with particular photos in mind. But I am designing it so I can add them in later. Okay, aren't they cute little Christmas trees? And what you'll find is that I've done some designs using this Christmas tree in other parts, so the paper sort of matches some of the SVGs that come up later on. So I think that's kind of cute. So I'll just put some glue on this skinny mat here and pop this on here like so. And then I'll put it on straight. What about that? So I print my paper onto, I think this is 100 GSM, or I either print on 100 or 120 GSM. It just depends what I can get at the time. So it's just a little bit thicker than normal copy paper. So in Australia we use GSM, so standard copy paper is 80 GSM and I'm printing on 100 or 120, so it's sort of the next weight up, or the next couple of weights up. Okay, so that's my back side. So let's go back over to the front side, because we're going to put a little pocket on here. So if we flick back over here, we've got this little tag pocket here, which I've already cut out. So I've cut the red piece out of the white cardstock, and it's got two little tabs here that we're just going to fold over like so. And then the green mat, I've just cut this out of this sort of neutral coloured crafty kind of paper. So I'm just going to glue my mat on top. May as well just do that straight away. Put some glue on there. And then I can just pop that down on here. Ooh, got the wobbles. And just make sure it's lined up. Could come up a smidge. Looks about right. Okay, and then I can press that down. Like so. And then I'm just going to fold these two tabs over and just put a little blob of glue, a little spot of glue. This glue that I like to use for construction is Tiger Grip glue by Helmar, also available easily in Spotlight in Australia. I've actually ordered some of the Art Glitter glue online and I'm waiting for it to come. Of course, it takes forever for anything to get to Western Australia at the best of times, and in terms of shipping, this is the worst of times. So it's been taking 2 weeks to get from Sydney or Melbourne to Australia, to Perth. Okay, so then this little guy here I'm going to put down in the corner here, and I've got that score line. Might actually fold that over like that. So I'm going to line this right up in the corner like so. So let's do it. Less talky, more worky. I'll just put some glue on those tabs. And I'm going to pop that down here on the bottom, like so. And then we have the little sort of tag pocket, like that. I'll just get the glue off the bottom. There we go. Doesn't want to sit flat, but it will after a while. Sit down. Okay, and then on this page here, I've got these 3 ornaments. So I've already cut some of those out. I've cut them out of glitter because when I think of the little hanging Christmas tree ornaments, they're always glittery. So this is this one here. It's got the little dots out of it. And then this one here is this one. I've got one of those. And then this one with the stripes going that away is this one here. So I've cut out those 3. And then I've cut out a couple of spares as well, just in case. So I'm thinking that I would like to have these hanging somehow, like this, off the side of my page. I think it needs to be right over on the edge, like that maybe. Just a bit of fun, really. Just a little embellishment. Maybe that one needs to hang lower. Maybe, I don't know. Something like that. And then I have these ones. I cut a couple spare in case I wanted to hang one off here or 2 off here. I'm not really sure. Let's start with these ones. I've got some gold embroidery thread. Of course, you could use anything that you like. I'm going to start by attaching a little bit of this to the back of each one of these. So I'm just going to use a bit of I'm just going to use a bit of tape, I think. Just a bit of ordinary sticky tape, sellotape. So I'm just going to trim that off. It's funny little bits. I'm going to pop that on here. Grab a piece of tape. And then stick it down, maybe that way. My piece of tape's too long, so let's just trim that off. Right, like so. Got one. So if I give it a little bit extra. Got one. Then I'm going to do the same with this one. Just going to put a bit of tape on the back of that one. And trim that off. And then do the same with this one. Ooh. You don't have to use this embroidery floss. I just have it. So I like to use what I've got. I did buy a few different Christmassy ribbons for a bit of fun. Okay, and then we've got that one there. I'll just trim that one off. Okay. So then I thought I wanted to pop them up. So I've got some of these little foam squares. So let's put some of those on the back. I don't remember where I got these from. Might have just been Kmart. Try and get them out. Right, so I'm just going to pop a few of these around on each one. And up here. And this one. I've got some of this stuff on a roll, this puffy tape. It is awful when you cut it with your scissors, all of that sticky stuff just sticks to your scissors. So if I can use these little squares, I'm quite happy to, because I don't have to cut them. And then this one. Otherwise I keep having to clean my scissors off every time I cut that other stuff. Oh, where did that go? Where did it go? Oh, here, it's over here. Okay. 3 and 4. Now, this really long one needs to go up here. I haven't really thought very clearly about how I'm going to attach them up the top. Maybe I do have some of this pom-pom. I've got some of this pom-pom stuff. I wonder how that would look. Let's have a look. This here, if I attach that across the top of my page, then I could hide my little glue spot or whatever under there. That could work. All right, there's a plan. So then I'll have one there, and one here. Okay, so let's just start with this one. Now, I'm going to have to put a little bit of glue and hold all of these strands together, I think. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down, sort of try and run it down, hold them all together. So this might not have been the best thing to use, it has to be said. But I do like to use what I've got. There we go, that's probably a bit better. That works better, doesn't it? Okay, so if I'm going to put one there, and then one here, and then, or maybe here, and then one here. And then we've got a spot here where we can pop some things in if we want to. And they're just going to dangle down. This one might go up a bit higher. But okay, so I think I'm going to put this one about here. It's quite low. Right. Okay, so then I'm just going to pull all those tabs off and make a commitment. This is always the toughest bit, the commitment. All right, it's going to go here. Yeah, right up against the edge. Like so. And that's going to come up to the top. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue up here. And stick that on. I'll try to. That one, it's gone a little bit skewy. There we go. Stick that down there like that. Okay, one. I feel like it's not straight. Okay, then this one might need to put a little bit of glue on this strand too. Stick those little guys together. And then this one might go here. Yeah. All right. Take those off. And that one. And pop that one maybe over a little bit there. They're so Christmassy. And then I'm going to pop a bit of glue here, glue that one in, like so. And then this guy here, let's put a bit of glue on that little string, hold them all together. Get the glue off my fingers, and I'm going to pop that one there. Whoop, stuck to my fingers. And I've got glitter everywhere. Stick it about there. Or should I go rogue? No, I feel like it needs to go there. Let's do it. You could just spend forever trying to decide where to put everything, honestly. I could, my indecision. I'm going to pop him right there. Like that. And then we can just attach all of those to the same spot. Now if I had a little bow, tiny little red bow or something like that, that would be awesome. I could put a bow there and a bow there and a bow there or something like that. But I don't, and I don't know. I don't know how well I would do at tying a little bow. Maybe it's not something that you want to watch me do on camera. Whoop. Let's imagine that I can tie a bow. There we go. And see, if that was a good looking bow, it's not actually too bad. I feel like I might like to put a bow there and a bow there. So I think I'm not going to put that pom-pom on here. I think that maybe off camera I will try and make myself a nice couple of little bows to pop on the top. So that's actually not too bad. It's getting there. Little bow like that, right there. Can you see that? Can you imagine that? Like that. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to trim these off. And I'm going to try and work out some bow situation, but I'm not going to do it now because I'll spend 25 minutes fiddling with a bow. Now, I love that. 3 little ones there. I don't know whether having one coming off here is going to be too much. So I was thinking about dangling just one more. You know what? I could just tie it on, couldn't I? And if it doesn't look good, it just doesn't look good. So let's go with a bit of this gold ribbon, and I'm going to thread it through here and then through here, but I want it to dangle down like that, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I have something like that and then I just, yeah, change of plan. This is why I don't usually embellish on camera. Might just use a little bit of that gold again. Where's the end of it? Look at this. This is not how you store embroidery thread, obviously. There's an end. So I might just stick a little bit on here again. Just stick that on here. And trim it off. Throw that pile away. And then put through here. Easier said than done, right? Through there. And maybe tie it up. I didn't think about that one at all, did I? I reckon I might put a little, actually might put a little hole in there and dangle it off the little hole. That might be the way to go. And tie these two ends together. You know what? This is a nightmare. I don't know how you can bear watching this. I feel like I'm committed now. Right. Tie these two ends together. I'm doing a terrible job of this. Oop. Right. And then if I put a hole in here, tiny weeny hole in here, just in that little top section, I'm going to thread this through. I reckon this isn't long enough and I'll have to do it again. Oops. Yeah, okay, so what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to put you through this because I can't put myself through this, is I'm going to attach it there like that and it's just going to dangle, I think. Let me just clean that up. Let's do the back side of this page. Anyway, so then we have this whole spot here where we can pop some bits and pieces in. That's the plan, all right? So that's that page. And then on the back side of this page, we are going to put a pocket down here. So let's have a look at the pocket. It's this Christmas tree pocket here. Let me clean some stuff up. I really need to think about those extra ornaments and whether I'm going to put them on or not, because there's definitely a spot here to embellish, right? But generally they say you should put 3 or odd numbers of something. So I've got 3 on there, so I'm happy with that. But then if I put 1 more on here, then it's 4. I mean, I could just put them on like that and it will make 5. That's not a bad idea. But if I do 4, is that going to be weird? Or maybe I could put these on the front of an insert and pop them in. I don't know. I don't know. But I do love these, and I'll put some little bows on there. So that, anyway, that's that side. All right, so then we have this Christmas tree bottom pocket here. I've already cut it out. So this is the pocket itself. So this is what the piece of cardstock itself looks like. And then I've cut each of my funny little mats out. So let's just have a look at those. I have cut them out. So I've cut them out as little random bits of stuff. So my center one I've cut out of this foil paper. So that's going to go on here like this. So I might as well just glue them on. So my Cricut did not like cutting this foil because it's so thin. It's almost like the foil that you get chocolates wrapped in, you know, that really thin Easter egg foil. So what I had to do was I actually cut this piece out of a piece of cardstock like that, and then I used that as a template to trace around it, and I cut out this little bit of foil by hand. I mean, I probably could have messed around with my settings until I got it to cut out, which would be great, except I only have the tiniest skerrick of this green foil, and so I really didn't want to waste it. smidge. Right, so there's that one. And then this one here must be this little guy in the corner here. So these were just tiny little scrappy pieces that I had left over from other pages that I'd cut out already. Let's pop that one on here. Like so. I've got so much glue on my fingers. I need to go and get them off clean. That one. And then on the other side we've got this one. Put some glue on there. Pop that one on here. Like so. And then this must be this one here. It's like a jigsaw. Put some glue on that one. And line that one up. Like so. That one, and then this tiny little one. So it's a really simple, it's actually quite a little simple pocket. It's just got some, you know, funny little bits of mats on it. And you could use whatever you wanted. Pop it on there. Like that. Looks good. I'm just going to give it a press. There's a couple of places where I probably need to put a little bit more glue, but never mind. Okay, so then I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on the back of these tabs and fold this bottom one over. I just find it easier to do that than when I want to put the pocket down. I haven't got tabs flapping around everywhere. I pop that bit of glue. And there's our pocket, which is just going to go on this page right here, down here. And then we can put something in there, like that. So let's do that. It's a very green page, but you know, when I put my insert in the pocket, I will put something different in there for a bit of contrast. So I'll pop that on here. See if I'm happy with that. And press it down. So I'm thinking when I put an insert in here, I might put a little, like a little booklet maybe. And I think if I put something with, here's a bit of red. So if I put a bit of something with some red in it, that'll really make that pocket stand out a lot more. Something like that. Okay. So that's our second page. So I want to work out my dilemma with my ornaments down here. I'll probably make a little something here ready for journaling. It's a nice long tag, I think, to do some journaling, and maybe put a photo or something on it. But that is my page 2 of my December daily. So thanks very much for joining me today. There will be a link to the flip through for the this completed album. I will put a link to that in the description box, and there's a whole playlist of each of the pages that I'm making for my December daily. And I hope you come come along and see another one of the pages being made. Thanks very much for your time today, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Bye.